Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a quick lesson on how to get into seventh chords, what they are, their different types, and how to get some basic shapes into your vocabulary. So first thing I want to say is that these are not just jazz chords. These appear in blues, country, gospel, R&B, even a lot of rock tunes, Stone Temple Pilots, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Beatles tunes, Garth Brooks, the whole gamut of music. So I think even having just a basic understanding of these seventh chords is going to be to your benefit in the end. There's really 5 main types when you're first starting out to focus on. Major 7, minor 7, dominant 7, and then 2 types of diminished 7th. There's half diminished 7th, also known as minor 7 flat 5, and fully diminished 7th.
Fully, man.
Now there are other types of 7th chords out there. There's crazy stuff, but I've found through practical application, these are kind of the big 5. A lot of times when we're first learning 7th chords as guitar players, we start out learning these, what my old teacher called grip shapes, because we're usually familiar with shapes that have the root note on the 6th string and the 5th string, like this. It's easiest to relate the shapes back to those chords. So let's start with the 5 shapes that are on root 6th. These are called drop 3 voicings. Not that you really need to know that to memorize the shape, but that is the name of them. I'd recommend learning them all from the same fret, same position, so you can see how the notes change within each chord. So here's major 7th starting from the 6th string. Here's our dominant 7. Here's our minor 7. If you watch my funk guitar tutorial, which I will link to up here, you will notice that that is an A minor 7. This is probably your go-to shape in every James Brown tune. Here's half diminished 7th. Kind of looks like an A minor chord on top with this low note. And then finally, fully diminished 7th. This one has a bar with your index finger across the D, G, and B strings.
Fully, man.
Kind of awkward at first, but if you work on it for a few days, you'll easily get it. Okay, so let's take a look at the next set, which is root note on the 5th string. Let's just stay at the 5th fret for now to make it easy, which is D. So here's our major 7 voicing. These are going to be voiced root 5th, 7th, 3rd, if you're keeping track of that sort of thing. Here's dominant 7th. Here's minor 7. Half diminished 7, not a bar chord in this case. We're going to go. And then finally fully diminished, also not a bar chord. Now there's obviously a lot of ways to play seventh chords on the guitar, all kinds of different inversions and shapes, but these are sort of the basic beginning shapes just to get you going. Okay, so let's talk for a minute about how to practice these voicings. Step one is obviously just to make them sound good by themselves. Make sure each note is coming out nice and clean. Memorize the shapes, but then as soon as you have that down, what I like to tell people is to take two shapes and just move back and forth. A good strategy is to take the root 6 voicing and then switch to the root 5 voicing at the same fret and just make a little loop going back and forth. A lot of times that's how you'll hear them in the wild in actual applications anyway, so good to practice it. So for example, you take major 7th at the 5th fret, root 6, so that's A major 7, and then you switch it to the D major 7, which is 5th string. So we're just going back and forth between root 6 and root 5, same chord quality. So here's major 7, root 6, major 7, root 5. Okay, do the same with dominant 7. Minor 7. Try them with different feels, right? You can also play them up and down the neck, right? Just go major, up 2 frets, major. Just to practice getting them up and down the neck. Try horizontal and vertical, right? So let's say root 6 minor, going up 2 frets and over. I made a PDF download of all these voicing shapes. You can get it in the description below. Also take a look at some of the other guitar tutorials. I'll put a link to the playlist up here. If you guys like what you're seeing and you're learning a little bit, please consider supporting the channel by subscribing, like, and comment on the videos. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Stay spicy. See you in the next video. Peace.